Wednesday, the 27th of July. It is a gorgeous day here in Kansas, or the part of Kansas that I'm in. 77 degrees. I'm headed to the grocery store. It is supposed to get pretty hot later, so it is a good day for us. I'm heading out, it's about 9:30. I wanted to be at the grocery store already, but you know, when you've got little ones, that's just kind of how it goes. Gym schedule for today is to go in the evening, maybe late evening. We'll see. I'm going to make it my one thing for today. No matter what, I'm going to go. I'm on my way to Aldi and Target. I spent time last night. I'm a deal shopper, looking through the ads and some websites and printing some coupons, and then I have my own kind of personalized grocery list that I go through and highlight what I need. It's just a very generalized list, a spreadsheet that I've made for myself of stuff that I do buy there, and then I just highlight. So I don't really have to worry too much about Aldi. I don't have to worry about coupons. I don't have to really worry so much what the sales are for the week even. They do put things on sale, but you know that it might be 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, but it all, you know, does add up. My Target list is a little bit longer than I had anticipated. I have a few things on there that aren't necessary, and I always have buyer's guilt about going and buying things that, I don't know, like they seem like a good idea when I'm in my house, but then when I'm actually in the store, I'm like, yeah. So for example, the Oreo thins, but then I looked in the ad, so I have a conflicting website list of what's on sale and then the regular, I don't know, Oreos, but it's a buy two get one free, and they're on sale right now. So are Oreos a staple in my house? Absolutely not. I have been, or I did buy some here a few weeks ago. My son, it was kind of a reward for something that he'd been working towards, and that's what he wanted. And so we bought those, and then I was being very creative on fitting it at my macros. At one point, I was able to take some PB2 on top of a rice cake and crush up half of an Oreo on it, and it was amazing. So I would like to keep them around for that, for when I'm just like needing something so that I don't just binge. I'm really good about not just opening them and, you know, having 6, 7, 8 at a time. I think the serving size is 2 at a time. I do like to hide them though, and then sometimes I use them as treats for kiddos at school, or rewards, you know, if they earn some sort of party and they want to have cookies or something like that. So you know, that's one of those things I may get there and then go, we don't need these, I'm not going to buy it. So I have a few things that are on my list that aren't necessary, but I do end up usually buying something for my classroom before the year is done, and why not get it on sale? That's what I always conflict with. I'm like, okay, I don't need coffee right now, but it's on sale. So here in a couple weeks when I do need coffee, I mean, granted, there will probably be some other, because I'm not really like uber loyal to any kind of brand or flavor or anything like that, so that's not a big deal, but if it's a good deal, it's a good deal. So anyway, I will hopefully take you along and you can see some of the things that I am getting today, and how well I stick to my budget. So, it is such a gorgeous day out. I thought that I would kind of share my Aldi haul as a whole here. This is pretty much a cart full. Normally I bag it up inside, but I thought I'd take it out to my car because it's really not that hot, and I like to be outside, and it's actually kind of easier to bag it sometimes at my car than inside there where it's busy. So I'm going to kind of zoom out, if I can, and kind of hopefully be able to set my camera in a way that kind of shows you what I purchased, so I can talk you through it. So I spent $169, which is I usually around $100 during the school year, and it's been $125 to $150 weekly. I'm feeding, well, a baby, but she's starting to eat a lot of finger foods. 2 little ones, myself and my husband, breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. So I knew it was going to go up. I did buy some things that aren't normally on my list, some things that I saw. So I'm really going to be much more concise with my list over at Target, and some of those things that I was kind of hem-hawing about are going to have to go now, and that's okay. It kind of actually makes it easier for me and actually makes me feel less guilty. So I'm going to start bagging up everything that I have. If you've never been to Aldi before, it's fantastic, I think. Even if you coupon and things like that, it's super fast. You do have to bring your own quarter for a basket. I think they do now take credit cards. I don't think they did before. So that's kind of a new thing. And I've always been very happy with everything that I've purchased from there. My whole family has, and, you know, kids, husband, everybody. We're not overly picky people, but I've never, you know, gotten something home and had it be moldy or anything like that. I've always been extremely happy. I finally got my mom going and getting produce from there, because the produce especially, even when there's sale somewhere, there's a Price Chopper near my house, and it's almost double the cost of produce, and sometimes even when it's on sale. So I buy, the eggs were 69 cents. I know sometimes you can get a better deal on those, but I mean, that's the cost that they've been going for a while now. So it's, I mean, we go through 4 dozen practically a week between, you know, my own eating, which I've, you know, really upped my protein. So it's a great protein source, and it's very inexpensive. So eggs, I got a couple cucumbers. I'm kind of interested in doing, I think it was Amanda Bucci maybe, that's like cutting cucumbers up and putting a little bit of like cinnamon and stuff on them at the end of the night. And that just sounded really good to me. I'm like, oh, I think I used to think outside of the box, you know, and change things up. And that sounds like a good snack for my kids as well. Avocados were 99 cents. They have ranged before 39 cents, 69 cents. So I'm not sure why those went up, but still they're like, way $1.50 or more at my Price Chopper, so it's still a good deal. So I just bought 2 this time. I normally get 3. My kids love these Go-Go's, the Simply Nature. My baby 8-month-old can eat out of these now too. They're great for on the go. So I typically buy, I mean, and I'm kind of stocking up too, because I'm going to be heading back to school, and I kind of feel like I have more energy at this time to make a larger grocery haul than I normally do. And since these aren't going to go bad, then that's what we'll do. I have frozen vegetables here, always a good choice. Prunes for my daughter, just been a little, you know, frozen produce. I also bought some of these, which I've not bought before, and these are probably a little bit more on the expensive side. These are raw cashews, walnuts, and macadamia nuts, and that's all they are. There's no salt added, there's no sugar added, so I'm going to take these and hoard these at my school so that I have some healthy snacks there. You do have to kind of watch, though, the serving size, you know, is 1/4 of a cup. So, you know, you can portion it out if you need to. I have been known to sit at my desk and tear through, you know, 1/2 bag of almonds, which, you know, it's still better than 1/2 bag of chip, but macro-wise, it's still, you know, it's going to be a lot of fat. Healthy fats, but still a lot of fat. Here's something brand new that I don't normally, or I have not bought here before. I've never seen it before. It's golden roasted flaxseed. And when I normally saw roasted, I thought, oh, it's going to be roasted in some sort of oil or something. But the only ingredient on the back is flaxseed. So it's a great addition to, you know, yogurt or granola or protein pancakes, any kind of breads or things that you're making. And it is, I think I said this, a great source of fiber. So super healthy. I got 2 bags of that. I was getting ready to order some from Vitacost, and it didn't really say exactly how much it cost, so I'll have to, you know, kind of look and see if it was a good, overall good purchase or not. They had some ground beef patties. I'm not real wild about their overall raw meat, so to say. Frozen meat's fine. I usually do buy frozen chicken here, so I think that is a good purchase. Other than that, their prices don't seem to be a lot better than anywhere else, and it doesn't ever really like overly look great either. I do buy the ground turkey here sometimes. They also have frozen ground turkey, so which is even cheaper. So I do buy that. I got 2 bags of sweet potatoes. Their sweet potatoes do not come in the huge, ginormous size that I get from my Price Chopper, but you know, a couple at a time, 2 minutes in a microwave. My kids love it. My husband loves sweet potatoes. They're super healthy. So we get at least a bag every time. This time we were about to run out, so I went ahead and got 2 bags. They do seem to last a really long time too, you know, before they go bad. So here's another kind of one of those: raw almonds, pecans, and pistachio kernels. So same thing, that was the only ingredients in there. Once again, really great macros. You do have to just watch and, you know, not eat too many, but, you know, for as far as like a mid-afternoon snack, looks really good. Some raisins, and once again, they're just raisins. So watch those ingredients. I know people are looking at the macros, oh, the carbs are this or that or whatever, and I hate to be a basher of like the whole Walden Farms trend. I have eaten it before. It tasted very chemically to me. So I don't know. When I'm looking at something, I'm looking at like how many ingredients are in it, as opposed to, oh, it only has 2 carbs, it only has 2 fat, but it's filled with X, Y, and Z. So, I mean, like I said, I'm not stepping on stage anytime soon, so I'm not tracking in that way. But if you are looking overall as far as health, watch the ingredients. The more ingredients that there are, the less healthy the item is. So just be aware. Like I said, I'm not bashing. I understand that some people, they need to get to that place. Oh, I got some maple syrup, pure maple syrup. Now it has 51 grams of sugar, but it's not processed sugar. And I don't have a nutrition degree and things like that. I don't want to get in a huge debate over, you know, your body knows the difference between processed, you know, sugar, high fructose corn syrup, and sugar, or, you know, yada yada. Something that says pure maple syrup seems to be like it'd be a little better. And when I do it, like when I have my protein pancakes, I put, you know, a full serving of blueberries, and then like maybe a tablespoon of whether it's syrup or the you know, processed syrup, light syrup or whatever, a tablespoon. And then if you put it in the microwave, your blueberries will burst while they're in there, and then they really release a lot of juice, and it makes the syrup like triple the amount for, and you know, and this is for like 1/4 of a cup. So I mean, I don't know, I'm gonna try it because it does seem a little bit healthier this time around. So, you know, it's good to try different things. I've heard a few people try it and say they didn't like the taste of it. I know for me, like the second ingredient on the light syrup that I bought before was high fructose corn syrup. So you know, I'm not one of those people like, oh, I never eat it, but I do think it's good to kind of limit, and if you can try something else that's healthier. Like I said, if I were to just look at, you know, specifically macros or micros on that, I might say, oh my gosh, 51 grams of sugar, but it's not, to me, it's not the same as an artificial sweetener, which is of course going to be calorie free. But, you know, to each his own, and you have to do what works for you and what works for your family. Like I said, if you try the blueberry trick, or strawberries you can put in there, a banana, and just do a tablespoon of syrup and let it heat up in the microwave, and, you know, stir it. It's gonna triple your, and, you know, I think it, I don't know, there's something about what it does to the blueberries in there too. It just makes them taste really, really good. Not that blueberries don't taste just fine on their own, but oh, I'm forgetting to talk to you about this. Bagged spinach. I go through like 3 or 4 bags of this a week. I put it in healthy drinks for my kids. I put it in my egg white zucchini bakes that I make, non-fat plain Greek yogurt. I put that in my protein pancakes. I put that in the low carb waffles. Mine's not the 1 carb waffle, but I've decided if you add like a tablespoon of this to it, it gives the texture more about like what a waffle texture, what people are used to as a waffle texture. I just tried that the other day and it worked out really well. This they haven't had in forever. It's the coconut and chia granola. It's kind of expensive for a small box. My husband loves it though. You know, it is what it is for cereal. It's got less sugar than most cereals do. So, and the sugar that's in it's not like, oh, we just decided to add in a lot of sugar. It's just kind of naturally there. So my kids and my husband love it. So I decided that was a better option this time than Fruity Pebbles. So they like it. They'll eat it. They haven't, as I said, they haven't had it for a long time. That is the one kind of tricky thing about Aldi's, is that they don't always have the same things all the time. Most of the time they do. There are a few things, specialty items like that don't, so I do try to stock up. Like they have these organic chips, these yellow corn organic chips that are amazing. And normally I wouldn't be somebody that, if you're going to buy something that's processed, has to be organic, because I mean, processed is processed, and so organically processed versus usually doesn't make it any healthier. So just kind of have an awareness on that when you're spending your money. It's like, oh, I buy organic gummy bears and I buy organic cookies and, you know, that type of thing. It's still a processed food, so processed is processed. But I actually can taste a huge difference in this. These are the organic yellow corn tortilla chips. The ingredient list is stone ground yellow corn. It does have vegetable oil and sea salt, but you know, your regular chips are going to have it too. So I can have 10 chips for 16 carbs, 2 protein and 7 fat. So, you know, you can work that in. But do be aware of the kind of 10 chip, or if you're going to weigh it out, limit there, so to say. I do like these turkey meatballs. These are great to throw in with some spaghetti sauce or an Asian meal, or I mean, I just kind of use it as any other like meat that I'm gonna, you know, whether it's spaghetti or some sort of pasta. It's great. They have these on sale, the chicken thighs. I usually buy frozen. It's 48 ounces. I think they were $1 off than they normally are, so $4.99. So I get fish typically every other week. I switch between, somebody help me out there, sway, swai, swa, S-W-A-I. I'm not sure on that. We had that last time. Or no, we had salmon last time. The time before that we had that. Was really good. This is the tilapia. I wish it was the like nature, what's the word I'm thinking of? The wild, like it's wild caught salmon. This is not wild caught tilapia, so it's, you know, from fish that are probably in a container eating dog food. But, you know, it's tilapia, and then it has some carbon monoxide to enhance the color, but you do get 21 grams of protein in 4 ounces, no carbs, 1.5 fat. So every other week we do switch it up with some fish of some sort. And they do have wild caught salmon here, which is great. That's what we had last time. We had fish, so then we're going to switch it up to the tilapia. Pineapples are great here, are always $1.99. If you're not sure if they are fresh or not, you can just pull the stem. And if that's worked for me every single time. I've been doing that for a few years now. Some honey, more so for my husband. I don't do a lot with honey, but it's all right. Cantaloupes were 99 cents. So my kids like fruit, of course. Got those, 2 of them. Since we're home, I kind of double up. Normally I'd buy 1 pineapple, and I'm buying 2. Normally I'd buy 1 cantaloupe, now I'm buying 2. So that's those. Yeah, those I've heard to know if they're good or not, you smell them. So that's worked out for me. If not, and I'm not quite sure, I kind of let them get a little bit soft on my counter. You'd have to watch, because they go from soft to crazy in a day. So, and red grapes were on sale. Milk is usually a pretty decent price. I know you can, you know, maybe go to Costco and other places, but for me to make that trip would probably be just as costly in gas, so I don't. Only for my kiddos here, Hawaiian rolls. I know, horrible. Look at the list on that. I don't know if this is gonna focus or not. Look at the ingredients list. I know, it's for the kids. It's not for me. Like, that makes it okay. I let my kids eat junk, but I don't. You know. Just 100% whole wheat bread. The hubby eats his sandwiches there. Cilantro, 99 cents. Pretty big bag of it. Love it. Yeah, if you've never tried it, give it a try. It's kind of a love-hate kind of thing. I think it adds a ton of flavor to things. And they have an aisle now that's like some different kind of home goods, backpacks, all that kind of stuff. This is a 2-drawer slide organizer. I'm hoping this is going to fit underneath my kitchen sink, or my bathroom sink, and it was $9.99. So this was kind of another one of those purchases that definitely was not expected. And let's see, I'm gonna put that, no, that's fine. So that was it for Aldi's. As I said, $169 for 5 people. Well, minus, you know, like this kitchen, so $159, let's say, as far as like overall food goes. As I said, I'm not sponsored. I have 112 viewers. Come on now. I've been coming to Aldi for a few years now. I would say I save at least 66% of my grocery bill, if not more, per year. So it's worth it. People kind of look down on it sometimes. Give it a try. Save some money. Spend it somewhere else. Spend it on fun things. All right, see you soon. I'm headed over to Target.